So today I changed the name of my channel from Jayesh underscore 11 to Jayesh Devlogs. So as this is a coding journey which includes everything that I'm learning, I'm sharing my learning and everything. So I thought, ki, why not just name it Devlogs instead of Jayesh underscore 11 just to give some more context. Yeah, so that was one thing today. And bunch of things I was just playing around with it. But apart from that, I was just going over dev tools again, but this time. So today I was working on a private project. That's why I could not share my screen, everything. But I'll still share my learnings, what I learned from today. So today when I was trying to set up ESLint and everything, I was getting one specific error, which was some get token error or something, and I tried so much to figure that out. I could not figure that out. It was related to some versioning of a package or including config files in the ESLint RC. So I will still find a way to figure that out. That will help me some more. I also set up GitHub Actions for linting today for the private project. Uh, so that will streamline some processes for me, simplify some linting stuff. So that's something interesting that happened. I finished closed that today. Um, One interesting thing while I was setting up ESLint for this project was basically, since working with a big project, it is not possible to lint the whole project and then start over. So I was trying to find a way where basically I lint anything that comes in the PR, and only those things I will lint, and progressively everything will get linted. So while I was doing that, something interesting I caught across. See, how do I do this? So the solution was to fetch the parent branch, git diff it against the current branch, and then run lint on specifically those files only, which was very interesting to me. And I set it up using GitHub Actions, GitHub. So you have to create a GitHub folder, .github folder with workflows inside it, with dot YML file inside it. And all these things. I did set it up. I got that running. I ran some tests. It was working perfectly as expected. One small hiccup that I faced, though, after all of that was config files and .jsons file. I have to either ignore or figure out how ESLint can ignore them, because I don't really need to lint them right now, but eventually to lint them also. So I have to figure that one part out. Apart from that, I was playing around with MUI also. Key, what were the change log, what were the things that I have things they have built and everything. And today I found out that MUI Labs is actually an experimental package where all the experimental packages are used. I never knew that. I thought it was a normal package from MUI. So I think MUI also, like, there's something more to learn. One very annoying thing about MUI is because that I used to use Makestyles a lot, and they deprecated MUS Makestyles, so I have to figure out a way to use something like it, but I don't know what, because SX has bad performance. So I ran a benchmark where I render 10,000 components with normal React divs, make styles, and SX. SX has the worst performance, uh, and so I don't know key. So I don't know what is the alternative for make styles now. So I have to figure that out. There are styled components which are alternative to that. I will also look into that, but I have to find a simpler way of doing that. I will find a way. So one very simple method of doing this is class modules, but they do make it little bit more tough to make everything responsive, since MUI gives all the theme related advantages and everything. So apart from that, I will figure out how to do it in a much easier way. Yeah, so apart from that, I had to read about how big companies adopt Prettier. There is a convention where people tag the files which are yet to be linted and will be linted and prettified. So prettier also have to still set up. I will still do that slowly. So yeah. Oh, another interesting thing was for the longest time I was using Google Fonts for getting the fonts, but there is something called font source package which I will try to use now to get the packages, because Google Font, when I use in the head tag in HTML, it blocks the FTP, like it blocks the whole UI from loading. So I have to figure that out. I was also using save exact on a bunch of packages because I have faced issue where not using save exact while installing the packages causes bunch of trouble. I was so yeah. I think so. One ESLint rule I added today, uh, which is to avoid unused variable names. The only exception to that rule is the underscore which we use in map. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Tomorrow I will do some more reading about React, Redux. Probably tomorrow is going to be a longer session, but yeah, today I could not share the recording because it was a private project. But uh, yeah, let's see about tomorrow.